It's February, and I think we should get rid of Black History Month. And before you finish writing me that death threat, please just let me explain. I'm pretty sure my parents know this. I'm never gonna be on BET after this. It's February, and in my opinion, one of the worst times of the year to be Black in America. It's almost as if people have forgotten and are remembering you're a person again. Like, oh, hey look, there's a Black guy in this office. We should hear what he has to say because it's Black History Month. It's also a time for racists to be reminded they still hate you just because you exist and because people that look like you appear on TV just a bit more. And personally, I think it's all because of the ways that we treat Black History Month as a society. I mean, think about it. When is White History Month? Why don't we have a White History Month? I'll tell you why we don't have a White History Month. It's because every month of every year is White History Month. Every book, every biopic, basically every day celebrates white history, and that's the reason we have Black History Month to begin with. Black History Month was started in 1916 by Black historian Carter G. Woodson. Woodson wanted the study of Black history and the accomplishments of Black people to be highlighted and appreciated in both academia and in wider American society. So in a combined effort with the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, he started Negro History Week. 50 years later, during the Civil Rights Movement, student groups on college campuses would petition that that week be expanded to a month. And finally, in 1976, roughly 60 years after it was started, a sitting president would formally acknowledge Black History Month for the first time. Nowadays, because virtue signaling is really important on social media, we make a huge deal about brown faces for 28 days and then ignore them for the rest of the year, creating this dynamic of resentment among racists and disingenuous empathy among woke whites, like, oh, it's Black History Month, why don't we all listen to Cardi B and go watch Black Panther? Let's look at what's been taught during Black History Month, because it certainly isn't all Black history, since, that would clearly take more than the 28 days of the shortest month of the year. Really, it seems to only be the stuff that doesn't make white people feel uncomfortable. I would argue Black History Month isn't really about Black history. It's about only teaching the pacification of Black people. You only hear about the good ones. You hear politicians talk about Frederick Douglass. Some people like Donald Trump talk about him like he's still alive. You might see something about Jackie Robinson or a Google doodle about Langston Hughes or James Baldwin. But where are the ad campaigns using the likeness of Huey P. Newton or Angela Davis? Where are the primetime specials featuring speeches by Adam Clayton Powell Jr.? Why don't we see big budget studio films about the assassination of Fred Hampton? Why is it that Black History Month only ever seems to revolve around feel-good stories of the Civil Rights Movement and things that took place after slavery? Teach America about the atrocities committed under the banner of slavery. Teach them about the nearly 3,500 Black people that were lynched in this country from 1882 to 1968. Why don't we know about the terrorist attack on Black Wall Street in Oklahoma during one of the earliest mass displays of Black wealth and prosperity in America? If you're going to keep Black History Month a thing, then don't sanitize it. We still live in a world where we love to talk about Martin Luther King Jr.'s life and gloss over his death. He was assassinated. He was killed for resisting oppression and injustice and for trying to make the world just a little bit more livable for Black people. Saying he died overlooks a significant part of history. If you're going to pretend like Black people's lives only matter for 28 days out of the year, at least pretend their deaths mattered as well. Because if we don't reach further back into Black history, then we're not teaching Black history. We're teaching American history as white people would like to remember it. And if we aren't learning about all Black history beyond the surface, then what are we learning? Other than the fact that Black people are relevant once a year, like Santa Claus on Christmas. Has BHM taught America about the accomplishments of Black Americans? Yes. When it comes to improving the lives of Black people everywhere, what has Black History Month done on a concrete, tangible level? Has Black History Month improved the ways that the media portrays Black men? Did Black History Month protect the name, story, or reputation of Trayvon Martin? Did it allow Eric Gardner to breathe? Did it allow Emmett Till to live out his childhood? Has it raised the careers of Black people in the least racially diverse industries? Has it defeated racist stereotypes that people still believe in American society? Because I still can't walk home at night without making white people nervous when I'm behind them on the sidewalk. So you know what? No. You can keep your Black History Month to yourself, America, because I don't want it. Don't relegate my history to the shortest month of the year. Black history is American history, and it should be taught as such. And if we want more unity and to come together as a people, then we should treat Black people, our personhood, and our history like it matters every day of every month and not once a year. We don't need Black History Month anymore. We just need you to treat my history like it's also yours. Because it is.